best ever food review show. I hope I got that right. Yeah, you see the title. I used to watch the show back then. Lost touch with it a little bit, but I see they now in the motherland. So let's see. They're also in Alex. That is intense to say the least. Let's see.
In this video, I'm going to Johannesburg's most dangerous neighborhood.
Do you think Alex is safe?
It's not safe.
In search of South Africa's most unique street food.
Cold meats, fried meats, French fries, starch and processed.
Ooh.
I think we should find that.
But first, let's back up. South Africa
Motherland.
is a complicated country with a dark past. Even though apartheid ended nearly 30 years ago, its echoing effects can still be seen in the...
Look, I really appreciate when like international creators come like locally and they start with the history first. I think that's great. But yeah, let's see.
Underdeveloped, once racially segregated urban areas known as townships.
What is a township?
You'll be put here and then we'll work in the mines or the factories and that type of things. Like a settlement. So maybe if you had more money, you would live in a different area. But it's basically a place you were just put there. It's not like a place you chose to come to.
Over time, townships became known for innovating unique street foods. What people lacked in resources, they made up for with creativity and skill.
So we have a big...
What's interesting is that like you see other countries, like you see these shows in like Thailand or like other countries, and you're like, yo, this looks like these people are going through a lot until it happens in your country, and you're like, you get a view of how equal-ish the struggle is between countries, and I think that's insane.
Base of toasted bread, and then I'm not sure, I probably explained it in the voiceover.
Ooh.
There's a lot going on here.
This morning, we're starting out in the township of Alexandra, one of the poorest urban areas in the entire country.
I wonder if he'll go to Tembisa.
Here, scarcity is a fertilized bed for creativity. Proven by the food you'll soon see. This is River Park Cafe, located on the periphery of Alexandra.
This is how I usually make my entrance.
Okay.
No, not really. Not really.
Joining me, my companion for the day, fried chicken expert and restaurateur, Andrew. Next to him, restaurant owner, Chef Zanel. They both grew up in townships. She grew up here in Alexandra.
Is this what you would normally serve one person?
Yes.
I thought you were doing this for the show. This is ridiculous. It's huge.
This is Chef Janelle's signature, stewed sheep
Mohodu.
joint and intestines, or mohodu.
Hey, let's go.
Her recipe
I don't know why
actually
that
starts with
excited me.
cleaning and cooking.
You have to make sure that you wash it, rewash it, wash it, rewash it, so that when you eat it, you just don't feel the sand or the little rocks in the mouth.
Don't wash all of it though. You gotta leave a little bit of
The
the
mocha's
flavor.
definitely soft, very soft.
You know what I
The
mean?
taste. Do you want it to taste
You
gamey
know.
or not? Because it smells. Like it has some power to it. That's desirable, right?
Yes.
The ingredients are cut into bite-sized pieces and tossed back in the pot.
Mama
The
would
chef
slap
adds
me
beef
if she
stock
saw me
and white
using
pepper.
scissors in the
After
kitchen.
another hour of stewing, it's ready to serve.
And then you have this on the side. You call it a dumpling. Growing up, I think my mom would call this like a popover.
Flour, yeast, sugar, salt,
Ooh.
butter, and sliced carrots come together in a dough. Let it rise into a bubbly mass and load it into muffin trays.
Boy said a
Steam
bubbly
for 30
mess.
minutes to achieve this fluffy, cloud-like dumpling.
I love the texture of it. It's like big, steamy, and soft. Oh my, this is so good. So we take that, we put it into the sauce. Oh yeah, super savory gravy. It's interesting, it does have kind of a wild, sheepy taste to it, but really good. It's got personality. It's not one of the chicks that holds the suitcase and Deal or No Deal. It's Howie Mandel. So we try the meat now.
Oh, he wale.
Tender.
Yeah, very nice, soft texture.
But once you get into it, you forget about the gamey smell.
And I don't mean it as an insult. It's like, it has a gamey smell to it, but then when you eat it, it's like cheese. It might smell strong, but you eat it and it tastes delicious. So
Yeah.
how long have you been cooking this recipe here?
20 years, and we keep on improving it.
Chef Zanel took over a small eatery from her mother in deep Alexandra. 4 years ago, she moved it here.
I find when people say
Yo,
deep
my mom
here,
screw up and
it
I
has a
like
certain
an
meaning. What do
Alex.
you mean when you say deep?
It's deep because that's where you go into the core of Alexandra. You know, it's the Gomorrah part of Alexandra.
That man doesn't know what that means.
Gomorrah,
Oh, well, he's gonna go find out.
or the belly, the core of the township, where all the social issues erupt amid people densely packed against one another. It's where Zanel grew up.
Sometimes we don't have water and also electricity, and sometimes I feel like they've neglected us so much. There's too many potholes, and also many.
It's so interesting
they're
that
not working. So
like,
when it comes to employment, it's very
like
rough.
these guys
And
would just
also
go in there with
that,
cameras and
it
everything.
rises to
I wouldn't even
crime.
go with
So there's too many challenges
nothing.
around here.
Do you think Alex is safe?
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
To better understand the inner workings of Alex, Andrew and I head deeper into the densely packed belly of this township.
My guy.
A good example of that would be the slide.
I think we should find that.
I know a couple of places, but I'll take you to one.
Wait, leave it a slide.
It's a guilty pleasure bordering on vice, an unhealthy heap of delicious deep-fried processed food. The recipe here kicks off with bologna
okay.
and salami on sandwich bread, then a fried egg, another slice of bread, cheese, and a burger patty smothered with barbecue sauce. Cap it with a third slice of bread, but don't stop there. Load the boat with Russian sausage, Vienna sausage, and well-seasoned French fries. You can find this calorie bomb exclusively here in Alexandra. The
Yo,
cost
I'm
of all
hungry
this,
looking at this.
$1.50.
So how would you approach
When you
eating
say it
this?
in
Because there's
dollars,
so
it
much
makes it
food
look
here, I don't
like-
even know how to fit this in my face.
So you go into the middle part, and then you just grab it where you can, and you just bite middle. Most of the time, the middle.
Oh, you're going directly in the middle.
I'll go straight to the middle.
We have no tissues. You know what? Let's go for it. Delicious processed meats. So salty. I just got my sodium for the week.
This is something that keeps
Chill
you
out, bro.
away from home for a day. Because that's what you want to do. You want to drink and have more.
Andrew has invited me to one stall for an appetizer.
Man.
I'm told these are called rocks. I mean, you could build a house with this.
What?
But you could also eat it.
Dog, that's
This
crazy.
is calabash chalk, a type of edible clay found mainly in West African countries.
So they break it into smaller pieces. Take it, and then just put it in your mouth.
Okay, I'm gonna take a smaller piece. I don't want to be rude. Am I rude if I put the dirt back on the ground? I spit a little out.
That's where it comes from. So
Oh,
you put it
okay.
on the floor.
It actually has a nice texture. When you chew it, it's like,
But you're not supposed to chew it. You're supposed to suck it.
oh, terrible texture for chewing.
So because it's
Yeah.
clay, what happens is it's gonna melt in your mouth.
It's like cake to my teeth right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun, silty texture. I don't hate it.
That's
I've had
what good
something before
pussy
in other
sounds
countries,
like.
but it's much more and this is much less sandy. It's very fine. It just creates like a strange Play-Doh texture stuck to the side of my teeth that slowly dissipates and gets swallowed over time. They have the menu on the wall. Some of these words I don't know. Itungo.
It's like sheephead.
Okay.
You just know where he read that.
Maize.
And salad.
Today, we're going straight protein with beef liver and beef heart.
Let's
I think we're
go.
gonna eat first, and then we're gonna have a drink after that.
Okay, let's do it.
So I think start with the heart.
Oh, that's good.
It's still beefy. You know, even though
Well,
you
it's
eat the
true
part
like
of it,
that.
It's still beefy.
There's no lack of flavor here. They've seasoned the heck out of everything. It's super salty. I'm gonna try to break it up with some of this. We got basically just a salsa, right?
Yeah, just onions, tomato, and chili.
Oh, that's nice.
It's fresh, almost thins up so you can go again.
Or beer, a creamy brown sorghum beer.
Combo.
It's a communal drink.
I just clipped my-
We're gonna have it through this plastic container over here.
Very creamy, fermented. It reminds me a little bit of Korean makgeolli, but more of a sorghum flavor.
Every culture has something similar to this. This is our version of. Usually, man eats cow hearts and liver.
How important is that in
okay.
a neighborhood like this to reinforce your identity?
It's important to show people who you are. And how
Hey,
see
they almost showed us a
everything,
crime
just
there.
the way they cross themselves.
I mean, now you live in the city, but when you lived in Soweto, did it matter more?
Yeah, I did. You know, if you look cool, you get all the girls. And
I gotta try this. Oh, wait, I'm married. Now I'm ready for the liver, and this is loaded with seasoning. Oh, yeah.
It's not gamey. It's clean.
Beef liver, easy to make it very dry, and just borderline uneven.
I don't actually like liver.
Wait, when?
His dad, Nate.
When?
What?
When?
When did his dad die?
When did I ask?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What
Yo,
the
bro.